other game that is so important for our standings, the Domingue Ray is one of those players who really had a lot of bad luck in this year's U.S. Championship. He left a lot of points on the table.
It was a very nice game yesterday with positional sacrifice of the
pawn. Yeah, the whole C4, B4, knight C5, A4 that Ray court. He really deserved more. Let's turn to the game and see what's happening in the Hans Niemann versus Wesley Suke. Okay, again in the Choco piano. Everybody's favorite. It would seem C2, C3, A5, Rook E1, castles. Kind of inviting those Bishop G5 variations that are so popular. No, Hans Niemann sticks to his guns, knight D2, Bishop E6, and we're up to date with the play. Again, this is just all the starting point, I would say, this theory, what we would say the tapping positions are.
And one of the variations he was looking instead of Bishop A7 was Bishop E6, the line that he just played today. So he has a game there with Linear Dominguez, so he's quite familiar with this variation.
Exactly, and nothing gives you that great confidence you need at the chessboard like that kind of experience. Like, oh, I played this against Magnus, and he barely made a draw against me, and then I played it against Fabi, and I managed to win. So that experience, that knowledge, 6H3 was played, a move that you kind of aspired for, but I think your approach was different than the one Wesley took. He said, I want to recapture the queen. I've got these really ugly pawns on E5 and E6, but they are controlling key squares. And the fact that they are double means that the dynamic potential of the queen is maybe worth.
Right, and we can also kind of target that pawn on D3. Because if I recapture with pawn on D4, then that pawn is covered, but right now the queen is targeting it. The rook can develop and attack it.
So let's just say I'll play the most obvious move right there. Defend B2. I'll defend. More importantly, I think F2. I just don't want to see something crashing into my position on the F2 square.
Maybe knight D7 here.
And I'll target the C7 pawn. Okay, knight D7. Now I actually have to think what I want to do. This queen is just. I find the queen simply too powerful. And I want to play the move knight E2. I don't want to hang my pawn on F2 first, though I see that you've got your own ambitions. So I'll curtail knight C5 for the time being. I'll just develop my rook.
Rook A8.
Oh boy, I was actually thinking you were going to play rook A5 or rook A8. I can almost resist everything. But okay. Rook E3, because I do, once again, want to get rid of this I think, very powerful queen on the D3 square. On the D4 square, sorry.
Now we are actually surviving.
the shout. When we left it, we're more or less here. No, I think the queen just came back to d6, and we thought that Wesley was for choice. We just didn't know exactly how much. So I'm toing and froing back and forth, and then came this big movement with d3, d4, and Wesley spotted what he thought was an opportunity to sacrifice an exchange. And I must say, it's very easy to lose your nerve. You see 95, you see 19.
That's scary.
Absolutely scary. And, whoa.
Is that a forced checkmate or just going for a draw?
I was about to say, I thought 95 was his intention.
But
He
I
went
think you
queen
just-
takes f3, and he just went for a perpetual. Wow.
Wait a
Okay,
second.
that
Can
kind
we
of threw me
can we
off.
go again? Queen e2.
Yes. So you think, okay, so this is the check, queen e2.
Yes. And
Now
now
stop.
can I go rook f2?
Let's stop.
I think check and e5.
Check.
That might be a problem.
How are we? We don't want to play g7, g6. We know that. Then we better know the check.
Do you think that is what Western is?
Yeah. No, I think he just wanted to make the call.
You think so? But
Like it's not better there?
I think he was ready to make the call.
But for us,
No.
for us, Christian, the exchange sacrifice looks very compelling. And after the move takes d4, and it looks like the players are claiming a 3-move repetition, and Wesley is certainly ready to accept it. We thought that Wesley sacrificed the exchange with the intention of 95. Why didn't he follow it up with 95?
Yes, knight to e5 is an option. The problem is I'm going to go rook to d8. And
I
that's
get
going
my
to
knight
exchange
to
the rooks, right? You go knight takes f3 obviously.
Right.
Or do you want queen takes f3?
No, knight takes f3 check.
Okay, let's go king h1.
And let's say,
You do have to be careful. Queen b3 is coming and that actually protects a lot.
I was going to say knight g5, rook f8, queen f8.
Yes, but I think I can start like this. That's the problem.
And there is a draw is agreed.
Yeah.
I've won, only one pawn with the exchange?
Yeah, it's not that much. It's not that much, and the problem is that if your attack on the king side doesn't succeed,